7-4 with 5 seconds left. Cashman's trying to ride, but that's the end of that period. So it will be Ka against Rob, or Gliva, excuse me, against Rob. Section 1 rematch at 106 pounds. For us right now, Zach Smith from the Prior Lake Lakers, excuse me.
Yep.
And who's he taking on
He's
here?
taking on Rylee Molitor from Sartell. Rylee is 38-1 right now. He's a 10th grader, ranked number 1 in the guillotine rankings. He was a finalist last year, and he's in search of gold. Definitely a solid pedigree. He is a 10th grader. Zach Smith is ranked number 9 in the guillotine rankings. He's very fast, dangerous, and athletic, and he is just a freshman here in the semifinals. So there's a takedown for Rylee Molitor.
Did he lose to Jones in the final last year?
Yes, he did.
Yeah, that was a heck of a match. Couple of talented young wrestlers there.
Absolutely. It wasn't settled till the 3rd period, as I recall.
I think you're right, right down to the wire.
Yep. Well, I really wish that score clock was just a little bit more turned for us. I find it hard to kind of see the score on that, but...
Could be the age of our eyes, too, Tom.
Yep. I believe it's 4-1 Molitor right now.
It looks like 4-1. Now, there's a case where he got called for stalling, but Smith really baited the ref into giving it to him, that's for sure.
He did. It is now 4-2 Molitor. 2 takedowns for Molitor, 2 escapes for Zach Smith.
Style-wise, Smith is a bit of a, I call him a brawler. You know, he'll throw anything out there. It's unpredictable, unconventional. What's Molitor's style like?
Molitor, I would say, is a slickster, very smooth, long-term wrestling pedigree. He's been wrestling for the Pinnacle Wrestling Program for many years, wrestling in national tournaments in the summers all over the country. So I would say technically very solid.
There was a good referee conversation. One referee was thinking that probably should be a neutral position. The other referee came in and said, you know, he covered the hips, got both feet covered. I think it should be a takedown. They conferred and decided it was a takedown for young Mr. Smith.
Yep, absolutely. Nice reversal for Molitor. He's up 6-4 now. And that is the beauty of having the 2 referee system. They're going to get most calls right with having the opportunity to confer like that versus just the one. So
this could be a high-scoring match. These guys they're going to go after each other. I like it.
Yeah, there's no quitting either one of these guys. Zach Smith, again, is really athletic and explosive, brings quite a bit of funk to the table as well. So.
Yeah.
Rylee cuts him, so 6-5 Molitor.
Cutting a wrestler is not a bad idea. We're basically letting him loose because we don't want to get another stalling point, and yet at the same time, we want to maybe get a chance to score some more takedown points. So.
Yep, exactly. And there's an old adage, 1, not 2.
Yep.
And, you know, sometimes the guy likes to wrestle from bottom and create scrambles. And Molitor's pretty comfortable on his feet.
Yeah.
He's a technician on his feet. So.
He's always in good position, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. He works that Russian tie very effectively to his single setup as well. So we got Molitor up 8-5. I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't cut him again fairly early here.
Yeah, you're right. This is just clock is just at an odd angle. It's hard to see the time, but it looks like we got about 1:15 left here in the second period.
Yep, Molitor trying to ride, but again, you see where Smith was able to create a scramble out of that.
Yeah.
And
he likes to wrestle close.
Yep, he does.
Smith's a great takedown technician, but he also likes to get in those scrambles, those funky situations like you said earlier.
Yep, absolutely.
So is it 8 to...
It's 8-5 Molitor right now. Yep.
Smith back to his feet. Molitor does a nice job that time.
Yep, and he's got a bar now as well. He's riding tough. He's working a bar tilt here. 1 swipe.
He's going to get back points out of that one. Minimum of 2 coming here.
Yep, I think he only got a 2-point near fall there. Looks like 3 might be
looks like
signaled,
Graff
though.
is signaling 3. So.
Yep. So that would make it 11-5 now. Molitor's opening up a pretty commanding lead.
So who's Rylee's coach up there in Sartell?
You know, I'm not really sure who the coach is in Sartell.
I know Joe Block down there in Prior Lake, so I'll do a little investigative work here. We have these handy programs they sell at the front of the XL Energy Center.
Cody Olson, I'm hearing from
Thank you.
Friendly Voice, is the Sartell head coach. I know that Rylee is also coached quite a bit by his father, Troy Molitor, in the offseason, who is very involved with Rylee's wrestling career.
And you said both these guys spent time at Bopank from Litchfield.
Okay.
That's a Litchfield Dragon reference there, folks.
Yeah.
So, did you say both these guys are Pinnacle wrestlers as well?
Zach Smith is not a Pinnacle wrestler that I'm aware of. Rylee definitely is.
Yep.
Zach may have made some trips over to Pinnacle, but I don't think he's a full-time Pinnacle wrestler, no.
Yeah, when we are saying Pinnacle, it's kind of a club that Brandon Paulson has up in the Anoka area that he doesn't care what school you're from. If you want to come and improve your skills, get better, he's got some coaches up there that are world-renowned, and they're just, I think they're taking Minnesota wrestling to the next level. And it's not just Pinnacle. There's other camps around the metropolitan area that do a good job of getting these kids a little extra mat time.
Yeah, absolutely. Pinnacle really, started the trend between Brandon Paulson and Jared Lawrence, bringing in guys like Luke Becker, Tim Hartung, Jake Deichler, and Deichler now has kind of spun off and opened up a wrestling academy up in the Brainerd Lakes area as well. I'm going to remember the name of that, and I'll get that out there to folks in case you're looking.
Yeah, that's good for Jake.
Yep, absolutely.
That was a nice kid. I really like Jake Deichler. It's unfortunate the concussions cut his college career short, but just one of those super people that you meet and you like instantly,
Absolutely. Great kid, and what a story.
Molitor's leading. Is it 14-6 or 8 now?
Yep.
But he's still on the attack. You got to give him credit for that.
Yeah.
43 seconds left here in the third period.
Rylee's a kid that's going to wrestle to the whistle every time. Always puts in a lot of road work, and he's in great shape, and he can go 6 in every single match he wrestles. So,
I suppose he's conditioned enough he could go longer if he had to.
Absolutely. He's ready to go overtime or whatever it is. So he just punched his ticket to the finals here pretty close anyway. We got about 30 seconds left.
Yeah, we have to be careful with Smith because as long as there's time on the clock, he'll throw a move and catch a guy and put him right to his back. So
yeah,
Rylee's well aware of that, of course, but
absolutely.
You can't
I spoke too soon. When they got up, I thought the time was actually out. So
yeah, we're down to 10 seconds here, so now we're pretty safe in saying Rylee's in.
Yes.
It looks like over on the other semifinal mat, Tyler Eichens and Kyle Rathman.
It's 1-0
in favor of Eichens right now. Okay. There's some good sportsmanship. Those guys know each other, gave each other a hug, wished each other luck.
Yep. We got a couple of studs coming up here at 120 as well with returning state champion Brent Jones versus returning medalist Brian Moss. Jones being from Shakopee, Moss from